it's Angel. Out for a walk. The weather's finally getting warm here in Colorado. I mean, not warm, but warmer. I am running around without a coat right now. Yeah, let me switch glasses here. So, lost my dog last week. Little AJ, he went out to go to the bathroom and we never saw him again. Coyotes got him. He never left my side, so everybody keeps thinking, well, maybe he went for, a walk and he ended up at a neighbor's house, but yeah, he never left my side for very long, so, and it's been almost a week now. So yeah, that's been tough. I feel very responsible for what happened because I knew better. I knew there were coyotes out here. I just didn't think they'd grab him that fast. Anyway, still here in the San Luis Valley, trying to figure out what's next. We've been waiting on a debit card for 6 weeks now. I think the post office keeps returning it because we're just staying with some friends, and I think the post office keeps returning it because we don't have our own box yet. That costs money too. Everything costs money. That's life. And when you're poor, it doesn't, there's no breaks there. So I guess we're going to have to pay to get a box next month when we have some money. Been trying to get back to listing on eBay and Marketplace, but we need that debit card for our new account. And yeah, so that's where we're at right now, is waiting to get back to work. Waiting to get some money flowing because it is not easy to make it right now. We spent forever looking for chickens, but it is really hard to get chickens this year. Finally got some today, so we have baby chicks, so that's awesome because I love the babies. Love the babies. And I don't know, right now, baby chicks are kind of what I need. I'm going to miss AJ. He was a good boy. But I still have Goomba. You say hi, Goomba? Is there a Goomba? Look, there's a Goomba. He's a good boy. He's keeping me safe from the coyotes out here. He won't let the coyotes eat me. I kind of hate coyotes right now. I want to go hunting and get them all, every single one of them, which I know plenty of people have tried, but right now, with my determination, I could probably wipe them all out, but that's just one of the things about life. Like, sometimes you know better, sometimes you screw up. So anyway, I guess I'll give you a look at the mountains today. Ooh, look at that. I love the mountains. They make me feel like I'm home. I can't imagine living somewhere without mountains. I did live in Texas for like 2 months, and it was awful. There's no offense against you Texans, but you need some mountains, man, and you need some houses that don't look like the other houses. I missed my mountains. It just wasn't right. You also need more Outbacks and fewer trucks, because that was weird. Coming from Colorado, I'm used to Outbacks and Toyotas everywhere, and then I got there and all they have is these big old SUVs, and I was like, whoa, that's weird. Yeah, it's weird that Colorado and Texas are that close together, but they're so different. So the plan is to get back to listing and hopefully at some point get a new RV, because our RV runs and, it is completely livable. At this point, we don't have running water because it's been too cold, but pretty soon we'll be able to hook up the water. We don't have a hot water heater, so whenever I do dishes, I have to boil water in our pitcher, and it takes me like 6 pitchers to do dishes, and it's an all-day process just to get a load of dishes done, but we're getting there, I guess. hopefully things will be better than they are right now. It's been a rough few years. A lot of people I had faith in, well, it turned out to be misplaced trust. And that's another lesson learned, just like losing AJ. Some people you just can't put your faith in. And I'm in my 50s, so at some point I'm going to have to learn that you just can't trust people fully sometimes. But then there's these awesome people that took us in, gave us a place to stay, and do their very, very best to help us out however they can, including buying chickens so that we can help raise them. We will be responsible. Well, I say we, but if you know Tom will take care of the chickens, because that's what Toms do. So I still want to get on the road someday. I hope I get to travel before I die. I am in my 50s, so should probably get on that. That's always been my dream. When I was in high school, I spent hours, months planning a road trip after I graduated, but then I got pregnant and had 3 kids, and so travel was not in my in my future at that point. And I just want to travel so bad. I love seeing new things. I need adventure. I love having adventure in my life, and we haven't had very many adventures. And now I live out in the middle of nowhere. Let's do a little loop here. These are all the neighbors. You see? I get a little lonely out here and really, really bored. There's a live theater just up the road, but I can't find anything saying it is currently active. I was thinking about volunteering or something there, maybe taking some classes or whatever, but I'm going to have to call them and find out if there is something. And right now, gas money is just so hard to come by. A few people have helped us out. My aunt and my dad have helped me out a lot with gas, and I have been at the ER and at the doctor's so much. Basically, since October, I've been dealing with some stuff the end of October, and I've been to the ER since we got here about every 2 weeks with serious infections and pain and stuff like that. So I guess I got to get my health straightened out so that I can do stuff. And that's what kind of scares me sometimes, is maybe I won't be able to travel because I'm so sick sometimes. I'm in bed for days, weeks on end, and like right now I'm in a lot of pain for no real reason other than I lost my dog. I was stressed out, and when I stress out, my body just is in pain. So I decided to come for a walk and see if I could loosen some stuff up. Maybe moving will help. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I really, really wish I could give you guys a travel update and show you some cool stuff, but I don't even have the money to go anywhere right now, so I can barely get to the gas station or the grocery store. But hopefully someday. And I do have a GoFundMe up right now because my youngest is graduating from college, and that's really exciting. She is the first member of my family in a long time to go to college and graduate. So that's super exciting. I'm really proud of her, and I really want to be there to see her graduate if I can. But that's a long ways away from Colorado, and I'm going to have to fly there and have some money to spend while I'm there. So I do have a GoFundMe up, and I hope that somebody can donate. If not, then I don't want to think about that, about not being able to be there, because it would make me really sad. But I guess sad you get used to, huh? But anyway, I'm trying to stay positive, and I'm trying to learn lessons from losing AJ. Don't leave your dog alone in the Sunless Valley. I already knew that. I just forgot for a minute. Sorry. I am having a really hard time with this. But it happened, and there's nothing I can do about it. And all I can do is love Goomba even more. Love my kitties even more, and snuggle my bunny. So, yeah. It's really hard losing animals, and we've lost a lot over the years because most of them just old age. But anyway, we did get to drive to Alamosa today, which it's Alamosa. It's not really that exciting, and we didn't really have any money. We were just looking for chickens, and it took us several tries and several stores. There's a wild bunny. I love the wild bunnies. They're so cute. I love bunnies. Anyway, plans now. Get over the crying stuff, because I've cried a lot this week. And God, I miss my family. I miss friends. Even the friends that aren't really talking to me anymore, I freaking miss them. But that's life. Not a lot of friends to be made out here. The people we're staying with are really nice, though, and they have a few friends that are really awesome, and so I guess, it could be worse. We could be out on one of these properties with nothing. There's a lot of those. Yeah, I mean, things will get better, right? Every time I hear little dogs bark, I hope. But, yeah, like I said, it's been almost a week. He's gone. I can hear the little dogs barking in the distance, though. But he had a good life. He was 16. He had a good life. So, yeah, I guess that's my update for now, is I'm surviving one day at a time. Been doing that for a long time. But if life gets bad, that's all you can do, is one day at a time. And for those who are a part of my life, my kiddos and my friends and stuff, I love you. And I will be in touch. And Aunt Barb and my dad, thank you. Thank you so much for being there for me, man. And Derek, poor Derek, I called him. Well, I told him about AJ being gone, but then I had to wait until I stopped crying so much about it to call him, because Derek's not great with tears. Derek's my baby cousin / brother. We were raised like siblings, so we kind of are more brother and sister than we are cousin. I am from Nucleus, so I have to specify that, no, he's not my brother cousin. He's just like a brother. I miss him. For the last 20 years, he's been just a few blocks away, and then now he's a state away. Good Lord, I'm going to cry through this whole video, aren't I? I miss him so much. I miss my family, the family I have left. There's plenty I don't miss, but I miss my Derek. Things are going to get better, though, right? Yeah, alright, I'm almost back to the RVs. And I got stuff to do today if I can get my back to let me do them. So, yeah, I love you guys, and thanks for listening. And don't forget to check out my GoFundMe. Even $5 will help. I need at least, $300 for the ticket. And I guess if that's all I raise, then at least I'll still be able to get there. I don't know. But thank you for listening, and thank you for putting up with me crying. Sorry. I love you guys. Bye.